Amid the small signs of some agreements between Putin and Trump, there are clear signs of upcoming escalation on Ukrainian front lines. The armed forces of the Russian Federation do not decrease the intensity of their offensive operations in different directions despite the bad weather conditions. According to various estimations, the speed of Russian advance grew in the last weeks, and the Ukrainian army is retreating from large areas on a wide front. Ukrainian military is afraid that Russian forces are already approaching the last fortified lines of defense before the Dnipropetrovsk region, where they may find enough room for maneuvers. In its turn, the KIEV regime is trying its best to thwart any possible negotiations. That's why Ukrainian terrorists intensified attacks on high-ranked military officials in the Russian rear. Zelensky publicly refuses any negotiations and is looking for help in Europe, where some leaders propose deploying their military in Ukraine. Others call their soldiers peacekeepers, but there is no difference from Moscow. U.S. warmongers who are losing power in Washington have already depleted their warehouses and are completing the transfer of military equipment to Europe. In November and December, many more armored vehicles were spotted being transferred towards Ukraine throughout Europe. American Bradleys were seen in Romania, Swedish tracked armored personnel carriers in Germany, and German infantry fighting vehicles and Leopards were filmed in Poland. 3 more F-16 fighters from Denmark arrived in Poland a few days ago. Their total number there has reached up to 34 aircraft. That is, at least the Ukrainian Air Force has a squadron of F-16s, but they are waiting to enter the battle. The armed forces of Ukraine preserve NATO missiles. Despite several limited strikes with ATACMS and Storm Shadows in the Russian rear regions, the Ukrainian military is accumulating their reserves. According to the reports from the front lines, the intensity of Ukrainian artillery shelling and drone strikes in several directions has also decreased in some directions. According to reports from western Ukraine, there is a massive dispatch of reserve units to the east. Up to 10 mechanized and assault reserve brigades are being deployed in the rear zone of the front along the border with the Russian Bryansk and Kursk regions. Additional separate battalions and UAV detachments are also transferred there. Ukrainian armored vehicles with a new tactical sign, a white square, were spotted in the rear areas, including in the border Chernihiv region. All this indicates that the armed forces of Ukraine may attempt another counteroffensive in the coming weeks. There is every reason to believe that it may again target Russian territory. On the eve of Trump's inauguration and the launch of his truce plan, Ukraine hopes to take another foothold on Russian territory to improve its position in negotiations.